What's up, everybody? Dog 985. There's levels to this. Hey, yo, listen. Console war side. Whenever a game gets canceled, it's never good because all gamers lose. Whenever there's a game that's being canceled, all gamers lose. And this generation, I don't know why S- Sony is struggling right now, man. They're canceling so many great potential games left and right. And the last one that we just saw was Spider-Man 2 multiplayer. That would have been phenomenal for me to play Spider-Man 2 multiplayer with my kids and everything and friends. It would have been amazing, but unfortunately Sony canceled it. I know a lot of people are wondering why would Sony cancel this? The game looked really polished. It looked pretty good, especially for a trailer, man. It looked really awesome, right? But they canceled it. Lucky for you, I do know why it got canceled. I have a cousin who his grandmother-in-law knows an altar boy that works at Insomniac. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? I'm not supposed to share this with you because this is confidential, top secret type stuff, but I know my community. I know you guys can keep it secret, so I'm gonna share this with you. This is why, and when I tell you this is gonna make sense to you. This is why Sony canceled that Spider-Man game. Okay, everything that Sony does is held to a very high standard, and rightfully so because they produce work as such, or at least you've been brainwashed to believe that they produce work as such. And when you're somebody or an entity or something that only produces a certain type of level of work, anything below that to you is considered failure, you know? But in reality, you could release it to the public and it'll be perfectly fine, right? For instance, Eminem says that no one will ever be a harder critic on his music than himself, right? Okay. 50 Cent, when he dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, he knew that he would never make another Get Rich or Die Trying. However, that doesn't mean that the rest of his albums are trash. Like, it's just, you go ahead and release them. Imagine if every single time you made something, you try to strive for something better or exactly the same as that masterpiece that you produced. It's really hard to do and it gets overwhelming and it gets hard. And then you're afraid to release that work of art. And that's what's going on in PlayStation land. PlayStation right now is afraid to release something new. It's afraid to release something new under their studios. That's why they're real clever with the way they do things. They'll let a new studio under them release something new because if it flops, they know they got an out. But if it's good, then it's great. They got it. But their studios, the studios that are the bread and butter of Sony PlayStation, they're only doing the things that they know how to do over and over again. They cannot take a chance. They're too afraid to take a chance. And I get it. Before Helldivers 2, no one knew that the PlayStation fan base would all actually buy multiplayer games that are from first party. Nobody knew this. Everybody thought that the only multiplayer games that PlayStation fans bought were Call of Duty, Fortnite, triple multiplat games, right? The games that they claim they don't buy a PlayStation 5 for. But Sony knows better. So they weren't sure if a multiplayer game would succeed. Hence why they went ahead and canceled Twisted Metal. Hence why they went ahead and canceled Faction. Hence why they went ahead and canceled Spider-Man 2. Again, this is not from me. This is from the altar boy that works at Insomniac. He was the one that told his grandmother-in-law, who then told my cousin, who then told me. That's how I got this. Okay, I'm just relaying the message. Don't shoot the messenger. But again, it just makes sense when you think about it, right? Why would they want to take a chance with something new when the formula that they got keeps working on the same suckers, right? Why would you change the formula? So, Helldivers comes out. Helldivers does great. It's doing amazing. And now Sony has a reference to see, like, okay, if we do drop a multiplayer game, our fan base will play it. But only if you drop it day and date on PC. And could you imagine if there was a Spider-Man game, even though it's multiplayer, could you imagine if there was a Spider-Man game that dropped dead and date on PC? All the ponies would lose their minds because Sony knows that if they drop a multiplayer game that's only on PlayStation, they know it would flop. They know it would flop. Listen, you can tell me that Helldivers sales and everything is split 50-50 between PS5 and PC. But I guarantee you, if there was no PC, this game would flop. No one would argue that, right? When you're talking about streamers, when you're talking about Steam reviews, when you're talking about how much, no one would anybody actually deny that if this game only dropped on PlayStation, it would flop. I'm telling you right now, it just would. So Sony now knows if we drop a game that's multiplayer, and a lot of the ponies say it as well, it has to be day and day on PC. Well, could you imagine a Spider-Man game dropping day and day on PC? They were stuck between a rock and a hard place. Again, this is not me saying it. This Alter Boy that works at Insomniac telling me this. Okay, so that's why Spider-Man was canceled. So much pressure on Sony to try something new. They had no proof that the fan base was going to support it. They were afraid to try something new. And then they would have to. The only way it would succeed is if they drop day and day on PC, and they're seeing how the ponies are reacting to day and day on PC. Sony is smart with the things they do. They wait until the water is good enough for them to dip their toes. All their games are coming to PC day and day. Already today, there's no need to have a PlayStation unless you want to play your games timed exclusive, because eventually everything's going to PC. You know this is true. There's no franchise that's safe. What's the franchise that's safe? No, not MLB. Ratchet and Clank, nope. Horizon, nope. God of War, nope. Uncharted, nope. Last of Us, nope. All of Sony's biggest mascots are on PC. So what game is not going? Every single game is going. They know it, you know it. The problem now is we don't want it to go day and date. And Sony has to play nice right now for their fan base, at least little by little. But we'll see. Helldivers has proven that if you drop a game day and date, multiplayer, it works. Spider-Man wouldn't have worked. So that's why we didn't get Spider-Man on the PS5, because it would have flopped. It would have succeeded if it would have been day and date on PC. But then how are you going to do the multiplayer day and date but not the game Spider-Man 2 on PC? It's not a good look. Now, if you want me to tell you what the Alter Boy also said, okay, that is going to happen, okay, I'm going to say it anyways. The multiplayer is actually not canceled. It actually is going to come out. It's going to come out day and date, okay, on PS5 and PC when Spider-Man 2 drops on PC, which is coming soon. Doc Dog 985, there's levels to this. Listen, man, I know people. We out. Peace.